Hello everyone, this is Emmy. Today I will be doing the first part of my Pokemon FireRed walkthrough. Okay, you can push the space bar to actually speed things up, or the letter Z. That usually works for me. It'll give you instructions on the keys to use, but I don't have to follow those due to the fact that I'm using an emulator. This is the part where Professor Oak will tell you all about the Pokemon world and things of that nature. He talks for quite a while, so have patience while you wait. You'll be asked to fill out your trainer, which I'm going to choose female. And I'll just use my regular name. Feel free to use any name that you want to. Doesn't matter. I use Trollin on my actual game that I'm playing now. And then your rival, who Professor Oak cannot remember his own grandson's name, so we'll just call him Gary. Okay, now that you see you are in your room in Pallet Town, the first thing you want to do is stop by your PC up here and open it. Well, boot it up anyways. It will ask you what PC you want to open, and you should click Item Storage and Withdraw Item, and you will withdraw the first potion and click Cancel. Then cancel again, and it will ask you what PC what would you like to do on your PC, and you will click Turn Off to turn off your computer. Now you will proceed to exiting your house. You can completely ignore your mother, which will not go over well in real life. Now you are in Pallet Town, and the first thing you want to do is, if you've noticed, you can't really do anything while you're here right now. There's an easy fix to this. You will head up here for this wild grass, and Professor Oak will quickly stop you and take you back to his lab. I'm going to speed things up by pushing the spacebar since I don't have a lot of time. And you will run into the lab, and they will converse for a while. Okay, just wait until they stop talking. Okay, after you have gone through the whole conversation with your rival and Professor Oak, you will get to choose a starter Pokemon. The starters include Bulbasaur. He will ask you if you want to choose it. You can pick yes or no. If you want Bulbasaur, choose yes. If you don't, choose no. Bulbasaur is a grass and a poison Pokemon, so he could be helpful. Though I found through using Weedles, poison isn't as strong as you would think or like it to be. Though as you level up, I'm sure it gets stronger. The next Pokemon in the middle is Squirtle, who is my personal choice all the time. I personally choose Squirtle mainly because his efficiency in destroying rock Pokemon, which you will see a lot of in this game. Trust me, I was blown away. But I would choose no just to show you that the next one is Charmander, who of course is a fire Pokemon. He is at a difficulty level for raising, so I can't really tell you much about Charmander or Bulbasaur since I never have chosen them as starters. And I'm going to once again choose Squirtle. They will talk for a little bit, and they tell you what you receive. And they'll ask you if you want to nickname it, which I don't think this is included in all versions. It may be, but I don't know what I'm going to name this. I mean, you've seen other videos, I have insane names. But for the tutorial, I am just going to keep the names clean and things of that nature. I think I'll name it Steve, just because I like Steve, I guess. Steve. Where's the B? There it is. Okay. Squirtle. Steve the Squirtle. There we go. Now your rival will choose his Pokemon. It all depends on who you choose. If you choose a certain Pokemon, he will choose a Pokemon. Now when you try to leave, your rival will approach you and force you into a battle. The battle is pretty easy considering you both have one Pokemon and they're both at level 5. Then Professor Oak says some stuff that I've never actually read. He's basically telling you, the first person that wins, you knock your HP bar down during battle. Whoever's HP bar is empty first loses. The first battle is basically using tackle over and over again until one of you dies. And of course, don't forget you have your potions. So if your HP level gets too low, like I don't usually use potions until my HP level is in the yellow or red zone. You can actually use that potion and it'll ask you which Pokemon. Okay, he talks some more. You choose which Pokemon and it'll restore your HP level. Sometimes it doesn't restore it all the way, but it will restore it a good bit normally. And sometimes you're going to miss when you're attacking, so don't feel bad. Bulbasaur just missed. Your rival will miss too, don't worry. It's not like it's a conspiracy. I always miss and they don't. That's not how it is. If you win, you will grow to a level 6. Alright. And you also win money when you win. But if you lose, you have to give money to the person you lost to. Which is kind of a bummer, but that's how it works. Now, there are 2 places that you need to know about. Every single place that you go will have a Pokemon Center to fully restore your Pokemon's health, and there will also be a PC in the Pokemon Center, like the one you had back at your house, and that will be where you deposit and withdraw Pokemon that you capture. Say you capture too many Pokemon, that you have a limited amount of Pokemon that you can catch before they start putting them in boxes, which is in the PC. So you can withdraw and deposit Pokemon, whenever you want to. There's also a Pokemart where you can buy essential needs for your Pokemon, such as Pokeballs, potions, antidotes, and paralysis healing. You can also buy other things that will be needed for your Pokemon adventure. Okay, now we will head out of here. And you will be able to go through the tall grass without Professor Oak jumping at you. This girl will talk to you first, and there we go. So basically what she tells you is you can open the start menu and you can look at your Pokemon, you can get potions and antidotes and things like that out of your bag. You can see how much money you have. You can save the game. Unfortunately, my emulator does not do that. I have to go to File, Save, things like that. Then there's Options, which that's basically just making the text move faster, the speed of the thing, the game rules, things like that. And then there's Exit, which will close out your menu. Now you can go through this tall grass, and you will run into wild Pokemon very quickly. Or Pokemon. I don't know why. But you can run away from wild ones. And this is the man that you will see at the Pokemart. He will be the cashier. I'm just going to run away from all of these wild Pokemon until I get to the Pokemon. Okay, now that we're in Viridian City, you will see that there is a Pokemon Center where you talk to Nurse Joy, and she will ask you if you want to restore your Pokemon back to full health, which restores their complete HP all the way, revives any damage, restores moves that you're out of, which your Pokemon, after they use a certain move, a lot of times you will not be able to use that move. And here's the Pokemon. Now, you won't be able to buy anything yet, but he will, well, gotta push Z first. He will give you something to take to Professor Oak. It's a little parcel. And now you will have to leave because you will not be able to buy anything. And you can jump over the little dirt clots to get there faster, to avoid wild grass, to avoid wild Pokemon, things of that nature. Of course, you can't avoid that, unfortunately. Now, you will head back to the professor's lab, go inside, and give him his parcel. And in return, you will receive 5 starting Pokeballs. And he will return. This is where you will receive your Pokedex, where it'll keep the information of Pokemon, and you can get certain amounts of Pokemon, and Professor Oak's aides will give you rewards across the way. Not really necessary for the game. I've seen people go without it, but I prefer to catch as many Pokemon as I can and get the rewards. I'm not sure why, but I'm pretty sure it's optional thing. Now you will head out of here. You can head out of the lab. And as you go out, you will be heading through this grass quite a bit, so prepare to see many wild Pokemon. You can actually capture some if you want to. Of course, you will want to fight them. I usually like to fight them until their HP is in the yellow before I try to capture them with my Pokeballs. See, you have 5-star ones. I wasn't lying about that. Because healthy Pokemon actually have a really bad habit of breaking out of Pokeballs when they're fully healthy. I think I already stated that. And it was added to the Pokedex, and you can nickname it, of course. Okay. I like to catch a Pidgey and a Rattata before I actually go anywhere. Before I actually do anything in the game, I like to collect at least 2 extra Pokemon. See, my attack missed. So, I just like to have a couple of Pokemon on my side because you will be heading into battle very soon with your rival, who will appear many times throughout the game. In case you're wondering, he's kind of like the main rival, I guess. Alright, now you will head back into Viridian City, go into the Poke Center to have your Pokemon revived and restored to health. They do restore all of your Pokemon at once, so don't worry about that. And I don't really think I need to head to the Pokemon right fast. I don't think so. This is Route 22. I warn you, there are Minkies in the wild grass. Oh, apparently I didn't catch anything. Okay, when you're on these tiles, if you want to make sure that your Pokemon are fully healthy before you get here, you want to make sure that you have at least 2 extra Pokemon aside from your starter before you come here. Or at least 1. You want to make sure you have more than your starter. Because when you walk over it, your rival will once again return. He will badmouth you and force you back into a battle that you cannot run from, since there's no running from trainer battle. If you lose and all your Pokemon have fainted, which usually when you lose all your Pokemon have fainted, it will automatically return you to the Pokemon Center, so you don't have to go there yourself. Now, as you can see, you need to watch out for your rival. You need to train up your Pokemon before you go into any battles. And easiest way to train your Pokemon, well, the only way to train your Pokemon, will be to go into tall grass and find wild Pokemon. And I will see you guys in the next episode, which will be updated whenever I get around to it. So, that could be soon or never, depending on if you guys liked it.